Liverpool's transfer plans may have taken a significant twist after one of their top summer targets made a revealing admission about his future. With Arne Slot carefully shaping the squad to fit his vision, the player's latest comments have cast fresh light on where his priorities lie, and whether a move to Anfield remains on the cards. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Konate has remained with the France national team this week, despite arriving with a quad complaint, with the defender training separately from the rest of the group. Konate remains in doubt for France's first game of the international break on Friday, as he did not take part in their full training session on Wednesday. According to West France, Konate and Kylian Mbappe, who arrived with an ankle injury, trained separately from the main group at Clairefontaine and managed a light jog. They did start the session with the team with a report from L'Equipe, adding that they trained without any apparent discomfort at the start of the session. The pair are still following a tailored program, though, as they continue to manage the fitness issues they arrived at camp with. OS France state that Mbappe is deemed more likely to play on Friday than Konate, though Didier Deschamps stressed to reporters on Monday that he would take no risks with his selection. That Konate has remained with his national team points to the fact that his issue is manageable and that he has the potential to feature during the break, but Liverpool will be keeping in close contact. France face Azerbaijan on Friday evening before meeting Iceland on Monday in World Cup qualifiers. Despite question marks over his form, Konate has started all but one of Liverpool's 10 games this season, missing only the Carabao Cup win to play the fourth most minutes of any Red. With another intense run of fixtures across 3 competitions when international action concludes, Liverpool can ill afford any risks to be taken with Konate's fitness. For now though, France are rightly managing his quad issue, and it remains to be seen if he can play any part in their bid to move closer to a place in next year's tournament. Elsewhere, Mohamed Salah helped Egypt book their place in the 2026 competition after a record-breaking brace. Now in a huge transfer target reveal, Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi is not going to let his contract situation affect him heading into next summer's World Cup. Guehi's current deal at Selhurst Park will expire at the end of June, and he looks set to leave on a free transfer. The centre-half almost joined Liverpool on transfer deadline day last month before the deal fell through, while Real Madrid and Barcelona are reportedly interested in a player whose stock has skyrocketed in the last 6 months. Guehi is staying relaxed about his situation and says it does not matter if he's not found a new club or signed a new deal with Palace, before heading to North America with England. He said, "For me it doesn't really matter, to be honest. As long as I'm playing well and helping Palace, there's definitely an opportunity for me to be here as I am today. Whether it's sorted or not, it's not really the most important thing, to be honest. Personally, I don't know if I can think that far ahead. I like to just take it step by step, and that is just focusing on the games that I have at Palace and any upcoming opportunities I have here." Guehi has been the linchpin of a sensational few months at Palace, which saw them win the FA Cup amid a 19-match unbeaten run that stretched from April to October. But the 25-year-old says the interest has not gone to his head. "When it happened, it was all a blur," Guehi said. "So no difference at all. To be honest, I'm still the same young man trying to find his feet, find his way, trying to improve. Each and every day. I feel like I'm just really obsessed and wanting to just get better. That is my goal. There's so many experiences I can take, not just from that, but just the games that I've had over the last 12 months or so. I'm grateful to be playing in teams that are thriving and excelling, but also in tough moments you can learn as well. Definitely a lot of good moments for me to improve and help." Guehi's mature outlook underlines why he's become one of the Premier League's most admired defenders. While speculation around his future will only intensify as his contract winds down, his focus remains firmly on performance and progress rather than negotiations. Whether he signs new terms at Selhurst Park or makes a high-profile move abroad, Guehi's composure and consistency suggest he'll be well prepared for whatever comes next, both at club level and on the world stage with England. In other news, Liverpool's season has taken a worrying turn, with Arne Slot's men slipping to a third straight defeat, a bruising 2-1 loss at Stamford Bridge that deepened the sense of unease around Anfield. The Dutchman's reign, so promising in its early stages, has suddenly hit turbulence, and the club's marquee summer signing, Florian Wirtz, finds himself at the centre of the storm. Against Chelsea, Liverpool's defensive frailties were laid bare. Connor Bradley endured a torrid evening, with Gary Neville singling out the young fullback for criticism as the Blues repeatedly found joy down the flanks. The absence of Trent Alexander-Arnold loomed large, a reminder of just how integral his creativity and composure are to the Red structure. Upfield, the focus once again turned to Wirtz, whose arrival from Bayer Leverkusen was supposed to signal the dawn of a new creative era. Yet 11 games into his Premier League career, the German prodigy remains without a single goal or assist, a far cry from the dazzling form that made him one of Europe's most coveted young talents. On the Overlaps fan debate show, Paul Scholes and Jamie Carragher dissected Liverpool's slump and the struggles of their new number 10. Scholes in particular offered a sympathetic yet honest assessment of Wirtz's growing pains. I think for Wirtz, because the midfield players around him aren't in form, he's not playing as well, Scholes explained. Last year, Gravenberch was brilliant. He sat there and controlled everything, but it hasn't been the same this season. When you play the number 10 position, you've got to have security in behind you so you can relax. It's a fair point. Wirtz thrived in Germany because he was free to roam, his natural rhythm unbroken by defensive responsibilities. His game is built on instinct and flair, gliding past challenges, threading impossible passes, and dictating tempo in the final third. But in a Liverpool side struggling for balance, those instincts are being stifled. Scholes continued his praise for the youngster's potential while offering a note of patience. There's obvious talent there with Wirtz. I love watching him. He's just not quite ready, but you could say that about 7 or 8 of Liverpool's team at the moment. It's a matter of time. He's coming to a new country and he's 22. He's so young and has an unbelievable ability. I think he'll get it right as long as they get it right and behind him. Because that then gives you that freedom. It gives you the license to do what you do best because the others can win the ball and get it to you. And that's then when you have Isak and Ekitike running off you. I think he'll be off and running soon. Carragher nodded in agreement, noting that Liverpool's system under Slot demands adaptation, not just from Wirtz, but from the entire squad still adjusting to the manager's tactical blueprint. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.